I've got new free patterns to show you. I'm so excited. They should now be up on the website as of the time that this video is going out. The giraffe one definitely is. I've already got that up there. And the other one, hopefully, that should be up there at about the same time for you. So I'll link them down below, and I'll send you a link as well to the main pattern hub page. So if the Okapi's not there yet, click on the link there and you'll find it on that page when it's ready. So I'm so happy about this giraffe for more reasons than normal. I'm always happy to show you a new pattern I've designed, but this time very, very happy because it's been quite a long time in the making. I actually had a little bit of a break from designing. It doesn't sound like a massive break, it was just a month off, but I got too overwhelmed. I have too many ideas and they all generally come out in a big long stream of crochet ideas and designs and things, and I do them and I share them and it's exciting, but it just boiled up too much and I think lava came out of my ears at one point. I put it on the back burner. I'd half designed the giraffe and then I was like, no, I'm going to put it to one side and I'm just going to do making some blankets, things I know how to do for a while, and just have a rest, which I'm not good at, but I managed it for a few weeks and then I just had to get stuck back into it because I was so excited. And I want to tell you the reasons that I'm so excited about this one. And one of them is that it looks like, you know, my designs do lean towards slightly more complicated in general, but although this one's got some complicated elements to glance at, actually it's really quite simple. And the reason for that is it's done in sections. So we've got these nice spots on the giraffe, but they're made just from increases from magic circles that are hand sewn afterwards. We have a few colour changes, but it's just at the hooves here. And I used this lovely tweed style yarn to do the ossicones and to do the hooves and to do the hair and the tail. And not only has it got this lovely texture to it that sort of has a nice juxtaposition with the other yarn, but I also used a slightly heavier yarn weight. Now that's a little bit unconventional. Normally, especially if you're using the same hook size, you'd use the same yarn weight, which is the thickness of the fibres. But for this, I really wanted those hooves to be more sort of solid and pronounced. And so I've used the same hook, but this slightly thicker, slightly coarser yarn. And I'm really pleased with how it's made these sort of little extra bits stand out here, especially like his little ossicones, which are his horns at the top. Now the patches I've made in, I think it's 3 different sizes, and I've sewn them on at random, so you can either copy the way that I've sewn them on, and I've got patterns within the pattern, photos within the pattern to show you, or you can put them on however you like. You can also make him more splodgy or less splodgy if you want to. He might look quite cool with some around the face as well, but I wanted to leave that a little bit more simple to sort of really give him a bit of character. I've inset the eyes like I often do these days by tying them together, the backs of the safety eyes, with a bit of yarn to pull the face in slightly. And he's standing upright, which I don't normally do, but I really wanted him to be sort of a tall standing, sort of more cartoony style of giraffe than the realistic version that I often go for. And I love the way that it looks. It's not freestanding. You can make a little stand from if you want, and you can prop him against things, but all I've done is quite more sturdily filled the legs than I normally do, and then tightly sewed them onto the bottom of the body there. So he props and stands really nicely. So I'm really pleased with this one. And then we've got something that I've been wanting to design for absolutely ages, and that is this Okapi. Now, I don't know about you, but I love an Okapi. It's one of my favourite animals. I still remember the first time I saw one of them in a zoo, being amazed that something could exist that looks like it was glued together from a horse and a giraffe and a zebra all at once, and they're just so lovely. And I really hope that the sort of the gentle nature of them is given across really well in this little toy too. So what I did with this one is I went for that more teddy style of position. So he's sitting down. He's got flat sewn legs there so that he can sit on the edge of a surface if you want him to, but he can also just sit on your desk. He's got his little ossicones there. They're much more sort of little horn style than the more pronounced giraffe ones, aren't they? Now, this is, I would say, a slightly more advanced pattern than the giraffe one. The colour here, this is just a sewn patch that's made separately, but we have got quite a lot of colour changes in the arms and the legs, and the way that I did those with a real rough and ready colour change works, I think, really nicely for the type of patternation that you do get on these legs in the actual wild animal as well. So I'm pretty pleased with that one. It's a similar style to this giraffe, and also to the horse and the unicorn and the donkey that I've made previously as well, in terms of the facial shape. But I think it's really interesting to see what a different look you get from a quite similar animal when you put them in really different positions. But I'd love to know what you think. Which one's your favourite? Which one do you like the best? I probably like my Okapi the best because it's such an unusual animal and I do really enjoy making a rare animal. But this giraffe, there's something about it that's really quite charming, and I do love an animal that gives me an excuse to use a really bright yarn like I've done with this one as well. But what do you think? Let me know and we'll have a chat in the comments section below. And if you're going to go and make it, then that's the Lucy Kate Crochet website. Pop on over, have a look at the patterns, and yeah, let me know what you think. I'll chat to you in the comments section.